Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we will be exploring the past tense. We will see what type of words are affected and what we need to change. So first, what do I mean by past? Well, certain words such as verbs are affected by the time in which the action took place. These times are called tenses. We have three main tenses in English: past, present, and future. The present is happening now, the past has happened, and the future will happen. So the past, present, and future. Verbs are affected by the tense. Let's recap what a verb is. A verb shows an action or a state of being. Here are some examples. Run, run, sleep, sleep, smell, smell, feel, feel, play, play, watch, watch. Run, sleep, smell, feel, play, and watch. So let's use these verbs in a sentence. I run to school. I run to school. I sleep at night. I sleep at night. I smell flowers. I smell flowers. I feel good. I feel good. I play football. I play football. I watch television. I watch television. These are all the actions within the sentence. These verbs are used in the present tense. So these are all in the present tense. These actions are happening now. So what do we do if the actions have finished? If the actions have finished. Well, if the actions have finished, then it's in the past tense. The past tense is when an action, the verb, has been done. It's over. There is a simple rule to change the verb from present to past. You just add ed to the verb. For example, we have the present, the verb, and if it's past, you just add ed. Verb plus ed. Here are some examples. For the present, I play football. I play football. Add ed. I played football. I played football. I watch television. In the present, I watch television. I watched television. I watched television. So here we have some verbs in which we've got the present and the past. If you look here, we have pass, and then we have past. We have study, and then we have studied. We have cook, and we've got cooked. We've got create. We've got created is the past. Ask, ask, asked. Watch, watched. Listen, listened. So pass, past. study, studied, cook, cooked, create, created, ask, asked, watch, watched, and listen, listened. So we just add ed. There are some exceptions. For example, if the verb ends in y, then the past form of the verb swaps the y for an I. For example, the verb, which ends in y, plus ed, changes it to verb ied. For example, I study, ends in the y, changes to I stud ed, I-E-D. So study ends in y. The past is studied, I-E-D. Any verb that has ed at the end of it in the past tense are called regular verbs. Regular. So here we have some examples. Talk, talked, talk, talked, laugh, laughed, laugh, laughed, pull, pulled, pull, pulled, travel, travelled, travel, travelled, watch, watched, watch, watched, cook, cooked, cook, cooked. These are all regular verbs. However, there are some verbs that do not follow this pattern. The verbs that do not follow the add ed are called irregular verbs. Irregular. Unfortunately, there are no set rules on how to form the past of these verbs. However, there are some patterns. Let's take a look at some. So, the verb have changes in the past to had. Do changes to did. Say changes to said. Get changes to got. Make, made. Go, went. Know, knew. Take, took. See, saw, come, came, think, thought, give, and gave. So these are all irregular verbs. So let's take a look at some. So we have cost. The past of cost is cost. The past of lie is lied. The past of drive is drove. The past of hold is held. The past of speak is spoke. And the past of tell is told. So let's write these down. So the past is cost. The past of lie is lied. The past of drive is drove. The past of hold is held. The past of speak is spoke. And the past of tell is told. Cost, cost, lie, lied, drive, drove, hold, held, speak, spoke, tell and told. And these are all irregular verbs. Irregular. So what about be verbs? Well, what are be verbs again? Be verbs indicate a state of being, so what the subject's action about themselves is. The verbs must also match the subject or subjects. So let's recap the subjects. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Then the be verbs follow the subject in a sentence. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, and we are, and they are. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. So, as a recap, the be verbs are am, are, and is. And the past of these, am changes to was, are changes to were, and is changes to was. So am, was, are, were, is, was. So, I was. I was. You were. You were. He was. He was. She was. She was. It was. It was. We were. We were. They were. They were. So, I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, and they were. Thank you very much.